Electricast.
This episode is brought to you by Accenture. When your advertising operations fall out of sync, everything else follows. Spotify and Accenture are working together to reinvent the rhythm of ad sales, using automation, analytics, and smarter workflows to simplify campaign delivery and access better data across the business. The result? Less time spent on operations, more time connecting brands with the moments and fandoms that matter most. Learn more at Accenture.com/Spotify.
What up? It's Interview Style, where we talk about movies and stuff. Christopher Nolan has a movie coming out pretty soon. Iris, what's it called?
Odyssey.
The Odyssey? Are you sure that it's not called Odysseus?
No, I'm not sure.
Who is Odysseus?
The main character of Homer's The Odyssey.
So is it just coincidence that Odysseus goes on an Odyssey, or is Odyssey named for that character?
Odyssey is named for that story.
Why? Why does tacking the Y onto an abbreviated Odysseus become Odyssey, and does adding that Y denote a journey or even a tale?
I'm not prepared to discuss the etymology of Odyssey, but I think that's a good question. Now maybe I'm thinking that Odysseus was named for the pre-existing word for journey, Odyssey.
It would be easier to be along your lines of thinking, but I think you were correct. I think Odyssey is named for the epic journey that Odysseus undertakes. And so I sat with this question of why does the Y denote a journey or some kind of tale or a saga of a particular character? And the most direct reference, or the quickest reference that I could come up with, was Jabberwocky. And if you recall, Tim Burton, in his Alice in Wonderland film, referred to that character as the Jabberwocky in the movie. He killed my Jabberwocky. They referenced the Jabberwocky as this creature that Alice will ultimately have to face. That's not what it's called. The creature is called the Jabberwock. And it's not a shortening or an abbreviation or a nickname for the Jabberwocky. That is what it's called. In the original poem, a nonsense poem by Lewis Carroll, beware the Jabberwock, my son. And yet the poem is entitled Jabberwocky. Is it the epic tale, the saga, the legend of the Jabberwock? And like the Odyssey, does adding the Y imply that it is the saga of Odysseus and thus the Jabberwock? Does that make sense? Dude, I sat with it for a long time.
And what did you come up with?
What does it mean? So I contacted one of my personal heroes. His name is Joseph Nag, Nagy. He was, at the time, my professor of ancient studies, ancient literature. Sorry, Professor Nag. I did the Epic of Gilgamesh and stuff with him. And I kept in touch with him, and I contacted him for Powers of Darkness, as a matter of fact. He said that wasn't quite his forte. But I asked him about this Odyssey thing. At the time, I had been reminded that it's not just Jabberwocky, but also Odyssey, because Kelly was playing Super Mario Odyssey on the Nintendo Switch. And his analysis brought me such delight that I have to recreate it here.
Okay.
He said that, to his knowledge, the Y didn't denote a journey or an epic or anything like that. He didn't know exactly why Odyssey was named for Odysseus. But in the case of Jabberwocky, which I love, he said that maybe the poem was about the Jabberwock, and so in nature was just so Jabberwocky that Lewis Carroll went with that title.
So Jabberwocky is an adjective?
Right. That poem is very Jabberwocky. And maybe the Odyssey is just so very about Odysseus that they went with that title.
It's like Odyssey sounds better than Odysseus-y. Just
I have
more
to
efficient.
assume that's the case for my sanity, because it's been years that I've been sitting with this, and now you have to sit with it forever.
And might I remind you that when Odysseus gets in the car, he says, "No questions, just drive."
No. It's going to sit. Nope. I'm releasing this one into the world because I found, through Professor Nag, a satisfactory answer. The "no questions, just drive" quote, I still don't have resolution on that, and I'm not sure that I ever will. I don't want to hear it. Don't tell me. Okay, thanks for playing. Love you. Goodbye.
Introducing the Deep Leadership Podcast. Leadership is a people business. That's the philosophy of your podcast host, John Rennie. As a former submarine officer who spent 22 years leading businesses in corporate America before starting his own manufacturing business, he knows that leadership matters. Deep Leadership is real-world, actionable leadership advice from John and his expert guests. Become a leader worth following. Subscribe today.
Electricast.